Call an ambulance, but for us. All right, we got our friend Davis Mattek joining us today, subbing in for Mike Leone, who's running marathons or something. Davis, Holka, how are we doing?
Go ahead, Davis. What's up, man? You're the guest.
I'm doing better than Juju Smith-Schuster, but only marginally at this point.
Well, judging by this mimosa pour, that's about how I'm doing right now, fellas. I missed the pre-show. How are we doing, Davis? Good to see you, man.
I actually have a couple teams that are pretty good, but it's not going to matter at all because there is some version of a Chiefs wide receiver on all of them. And the Jaguars scored 0 points in the first half and then injured both Marquez Valdes-Scantling, although I think he came back in, and Smith-Schuster. I would imagine is probably just not going to play for the next couple weeks after that hit. So we're down. We're not down like intergalactically, but we are down at least astronomically.
I mean, the scores right now are so low. Like I was telling Davis before the show in the one of the small spies, 2,000 entries. I'm in 18th place right now with 76 points. and I'm not even excited about this team. It feels like it's complete dust. And it's just like this slate is disgusting.
Yeah. And like, who are people playing in the late games?
There's not a lot coming.
No.
I'm actually not even that dust right now. I thought I was in a lot worse position. So to your point, Pete, like I'm even right now, which seems insane with like some of the teams I trotted out.
Yeah. I guess a lot of stuff in the second half could change things.
We have, I guess people have Pollard in reserve. People are going to have the Arizona Cardinals defense. If the Cardinals defense gets like 15, that's going to be pretty big.
Moreau's going to be on a ton of teams.
Yeah.
Moreau, Matt Collins, Josh Jacobs. That's who people have. That's what's coming. So if you're fading that, you are a big Jeff Saturday fan right now.
How much, I don't know. How much Moreau do you think there actually is? Because there's 28% Dulcich. Like, I don't know.
It's misleading because this is going to be the number one tight end slate, double tight end slate in the history of DraftKings.com. This will be the most. People are going to have those guys overlap. That like I bet Moreau is even going to be like 30%.
I did not.
What did you say Dulcich was at, Joe?
Just in the millie, he's at 27%, and then we have even like some of these other dust tight ends, like Cole Kmet is at like almost 16% in the millie, but he's like extremely low in some of the single entry higher stakes stuff. So I would assume it's kind of all over the place with the tight ends.
Moreau is like at least equal with Dulcich for ownership.
Yeah.
Not great. Not great, boys.
Let me see here. And if anyone has anything to screen share, by all means. Now I finally dropped. This is in the spy. I have this Mahomes triple with MVS Sky and Kelsey got cucked by Noah Gray. ETN and Ingram on the bring back dust. Jeff Wilson and Diggs there. But then in our Wildcat teams with Leone and Holka, we did two different versions of Cleveland, Miami onslaughts here that are just like, on life support. That game, Joe, it started with a Harrison Bryant TD in both spots. And I was like, oh God, this is gonna be a fun day.
Yeah, I was feeling really good with that because that was the one we're like, all right, the path to getting there and not just playing like 100% of like some of these other dust wide receivers was just playing Bryant and getting like an extra 1,000 in salary.
Yeah.
I guess we do have Burks on this team as well, though.
They gotta bench Tannehill. They gotta bring Malik in. I mean, he can't do anything. He's 5 for 14.
Dude, every Treylon Burks catch, it feels like a touchdown. Like a 6-yard Treylon Burks catch literally feels like a touchdown to me.
Christian Kirk just scored. He is super chalk in these tournaments. He is 23% owned in the spy, so that is going to be a big adjustment.
So the chalkiest stack had to have been Mahomes to Juju and MVS with Kirk or ETN coming back, right?
Yep. I have in the spy. I have Mahomes, Juju, Kelsey, Zay Jones, Christian Kirk.
Trevor Trevor
dead.
Lawrence was way higher in like the Wildcat game changer versus like Millie. So like this is like one of these weeks where like normally it's a little bit flatter when it comes to that stuff. Like we have some guys that are like piled on at high stakes that aren't even owned in the Millie. Like we have like MVS is like or like 20%, but in the Millie is like 10. We have Kelsey's like 25% in the game changer. He's like 12% in the Millie. So it's a big week for the sharps that are probably just going to get absolutely buried. Like Donovan Peoples-Jones, 38% in the game changer. He's 20% in the Millie.
And he's probably gonna get there too. I mean, he's already got 2 for 60. Yeah.
I mean, was there any way, Davis, to get on Tony? I mean, at 5K, I thought it was so thin.
I would not have done it in any of the contests I played. If I was an MME bro, I would have played him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think objectively speaking, in the lottery contest or the 150 max or whatever, 2% owned Kadarius Toney is much better than 15% owned MVS.
True.
Just because, just even thinking about it, like what is the percentage chance that Toney was going to play 50, 60% of the snaps, like, and MVS was going to play fewer? Yeah. And Tony's just way better. MVS is bad.
5K, man. Where do you find that salary this week, though? That's the problem.
Got to play Harrison Bryant.
I guess, yeah.
Here's the thought experiment for Tony. Let's say Tony's not on the team, and let's say Hardman is healthy, and Hardman is 5K this week. Like, how much do you think he gets played?
Less.
Coming off of multiple good games in a row, he'd be jammed pretty good. You don't think? I mean, Hardman is.
People are always skeptical of him.
He's got 4 touchdowns in his last 2 games. I don't know how skeptical people are going to be of that.
Yeah,
and he was good in an island game his last time as well. You can't underrate that when guys are good in an island game. The most interesting thing to me is that we might finally have a Chiefs running back be playable in tournaments, because Isaiah Pacheco just had a horrible fumble and they went right back to him. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire does not have a carry. Doesn't have a carry.
Diego just tweeted out the touches: 7 for Pacheco, 3 for McKinnon, 0 for CH. Like, CH is just fully iced. In which case, if he's fully iced, why are you not making Rojo active?
I mean, I don't have an answer for you.
Komet TD, Jesus.
Oh, the slappies, dude.
Dude, these Justin Field naked slappies.
I mean, I think like in a vacuum or whatever, Fields was fine, but he's 30% owned in the Millionaire Maker, I believe.
21% in the Wildcat. Yeah. That's not too bad. It's hilarious that he was more in the. I would have thought that would have been flipped, like 30% in high stakes and more flat in the lotto.
He's one of the few that was like piled on in the smaller stake stuff, and just like people just waved him in the 1500 and the Wildcat. Like Amon-Ra is nuts, and then compare, like Amon-Ra is 13% in the Millie right now, and he's like 28% in higher stakes.
The Cabal.
Dude, look at this Shaheed play. Holy shit.
The Cabal finally relented on people with St. Brown a little bit.
Yeah.
13% on him. Let's see. I wonder if I have any. Well, here,
13% in the play action. Sorry, he's almost 17% in the Millie, so a little different. But
well, I mean, since we're here, do we want to talk about if I should swap off Pollard in my cash game team?
Is the cash team that bad yet?
Well, I played Juju. My team is really good. My team is really good, but right now Juju is outscoring Tyreek. So one more Tyreek catch and a bunch of my current winnings are going to fall, because the 2v2 that I played over the blended optimal was I played Amon-Ra St. Brown and Smith-Schuster instead of Tyreek and Mac Hollins. And then I played I didn't do the double tight end. So my team is Fields, Kamara, Pierce, St. Brown, Smith-Schuster, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Greg Dulcich. Unfortunately, Smith-Schuster is the lowest owned part of that combinatorics there. He's only 37% owned.
Well, Davis,
cash.
what did Kamara come in cash games? Like what's his percentage in the double ups and shit?
41% in the massive $50 double up.
And what's Pierce?
Wow.
44%.
So Pollard's not going to be that high, assuming a lot of double tight end lineups.
I guess I honestly, it would be probably the most logical thing would just be to play a different defense other than the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
If I'm really sweating it, I'll probably just stick.
Dude, just play Colts defense. I think they like project for the same amount.
They're like 2,500 or something.
Yeah.
It will depend on what Tyreek ends up doing, and then if St. Brown is able to beat him. If St. Brown beats Tyreek by like a pretty good margin, I will probably just stick, I think.
So this touchdown wasn't
how can't
Treylon
that be
Burks, but you
Treylon
can imagine
Burks?
what it would have been like if it was Treylon Burks, right?
Oh, we would have actually cracked a smile on this show for the first time in 10 years.
I feel like you guys smashed last year. I feel like this was a celebration show last year.
Well, we've been lucky the 2 years that we did it. We like started off so hot. We basically free rolled the rest of the year. So it wasn't like there was not a whole lot of stress.
Mostert rushing touchdown. That's a way to get the fucking Tua doubles rolling.
Ugh.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
this
good.
year we're just
I think
completely
that's good
buried.
for me in my only main event that I have that's drawing live. Nope. We played Jeff Wilson Jr. Pete, do you have any FFPC teams that are looking like real live for the championship round?
We have some like interesting. We have like a couple teams with like really nice records that are like starting to come on strong with like Hopkins and Godwin shares, and then we have like our team with like the RotoViz guys where we have all this Kenneth Walker and Travis Etienne where they were in a hole early but are like starting to charge real hard. So would love to sneak a few of those into the finals.
Yeah,
nothing that's like a windmill slam.
My issue at this time is that I exclusively have teams that started strong and are just getting punished by the bye weeks and by injuries, or I have teams where objectively I love the roster, but it's 3-6 and we're 180 points out of, qualifying on points. So it's like, it's not great.
I do still think this is like one of those years where you can, if you like string together like 2 to 3 weeks, you can charge so quickly because it's just like no one's really separating.
I mean, yeah, they're like no good. Who were the league winners in fantasy football this year? It's like Kenneth Walker. It
was like the Josh Allen dig early. It
Dustin.
was Andrews early, and now he's fallen off.
Yeah.
Without fail, like you guys start talking about your season-long teams, I'm like, God damn it, I forgot to set my lineup in that BDGE league. Like every week, like we're talking about it, it's like, yeah, I didn't even set my lineup. I have Rashad White in my starting lineup, which apparently he had a day, but this is the one I actually
just got
remember.
The bonus.
Should I even try and do surgery on these Smith-Schuster teams or just let it go? I mean, there's nothing it's just swapping off Pollard. That's really all I can do.
I would keep Pollard. It doesn't seem like he's going to be super chalk in your stuff.
Just depends. It depends on what our friends over at ETR told people to do in the Discord, honestly. Like that's just ends up being what happens.
I think you should change the defense.
Well, this is my one good team. I think it's in the slant, and I didn't realize that I just had Michael Gallup in the flex. Here, I'll send you the link in chat. This is my one good team. It's got Josh Allen, Devin Singletary, Justin Jefferson, Gabe Davis, Sky Moore, Dawson Knox, but I have Pollard and Gallup.
Mm.
What's your handle again?
It's just my name.
Oh, is it not showing up when I search it?
No, it's way down.
What does A Raven have going today? Wow. Classic A Raven playing the chalk and then sneaking in Singletary there.
4%.
That's how I mean, I have a 3% owned 25 ball from Justin Jefferson right now and a 2% owned Gabe Davis 15 ball.
Slate and TD.
Are you serious? God damn it. Pat is never going to let me hear the end of this.
What, bro? Were you scared of Kenny Galladay?
Did you listen? No, I wasn't scared of Kenny Galladay. Did you listen to Ship Chasing this week?
No, I didn't.
We had this huge argument where Pat said he'd rather have Slayton than Wan'Dale Robinson rest of the season, and I told him he was crazy.
I mean, I literally think he just scored like a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, 54 yards.
That might outscore Wan'Dale's next 4 games.
Stop tagging me in the Ship Chasing Discord, you fucking slappies.
Oh.
Man. How many people for the Gilcast are going to have 2 tight ends this week, Davis?
I think Sammy and Nate both did it. I didn't do it. Yeah, we're not recording until tomorrow morning, because Sammy has to be a dad. So the fire will be a little bit extinguished, but I'm gonna be fucking big upset if I end up losing on this late, because I think objectively I played the correct team. I think you were giving up way too many points, way too many ceiling points playing those 2 tight ends. Just to get Tyreek Hill in. I mean, it feels like the Tyreek stuff. It felt like buying, FTT at $22 or whatever.
No, stop it.
Come on.
I don't know. I guess more what I mean is, how many points does Tyreek have to score at 9,100 to get in the optimals?
Dude, the thesis for the Dolphins was correct. What, they have 4 touchdowns so far. 2 have been rushing.
No,
1 has been to Ingle.
True.
1 has been to Sherfield.
Yeah, the Sherfield touchdown. You don't love to see. You don't love to see that. I mean, I did it on one. I did it on one slant team because you always want to have a little bit of that insurance. But I couldn't get there on the spy teams without like playing like 2 guys who I really hated.
I will say I only used Tyreek in like Tua stuff. Like I don't like using Tyreek as like a one-off, because if he goes off, like Tua in that game is going off.
No, you need the whole, like, for a $9,100 wide receiver to get there. Like it's got to be like that. The game that Tua threw the ball 63 times or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here waiting for Amon-Ra St. Brown to get the bonus. That's like the biggest sweat that I have going on today.
Did Jerry Jeudy get hurt, Pete?
Yeah,
Yes.
like first play of the game.
Nice. I was just staring at that 0. That's fun.
And it was apparently, I didn't see the alternative look, but some Broncos beats were saying that he might have scored a touchdown on that play too. Just like wide open over the top, no safety back there.
I had a bunch of
Tripped or
overs on
non-contact.
fucking Jeudy too. That's so rattling.
Well, I wonder if any of my same game parlays are live. No, my same game parlay today has Kamara to score twice, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Uh-oh.
You know, Pete, we talked about how we think fantasy is so much more fun than betting props, but hitting like a 200 to 1 same game parlay has probably been the best feeling I've ever had doing anything gambling or speculating wise.
Fantasy
Better
or
than-
CFS?
Better than anything. Hitting a giant like 11 leg same game parlay, that's like the best feeling.
It's like playing the Millie Maker with no opponents. It sounds great.
Yeah. You know, because then you can only get mad at the players. You don't get mad at, like you don't look at the lineup of the guy in first and it's like, where did he get his ideas? How did he think to play these 3 guys together? Like you just don't have. There's no extra tilt.
We had a guy last week in the chat. I don't know if he's in here. He had like a 7 or 8 leg parlay that was all guys scoring 2 touchdowns, and the only one that didn't hit was Lazard, and that was after he got down at the 1 on one of his.
It was like 1
catches,
foot
too.
in something.
Yeah,
In the end zone.
Horrible.
I think that the live sweat is underrated for props, though. I think that's like something you can, like, if you're going to a game with your buddies, like do the same game parlays and the props. Like I actually have a lot of fun with the props.
dude. At a game, prop sweat way funner than a DFS sweat, because your DFS
Agreed.
sweat could just be dead so quickly.
Yeah, at least you have hope for a lot of that stuff. Like you're not completely like panicking on your props usually until like the third, fourth quarter.
That's true. I mean, I just prefer going to a game just in a like just an irresponsibly large wager. Like
Yeah,
that's
just a
that's
straight
really
like
yeah.
I had
Or
my
money line or
my
spread, yeah.
I should start that because
buddy.
normally I'm just gonna fire a bunch of showdown action, and that's probably way worse than just picking a side.
Are you kidding me? Just coughing, straight coughing.
Long TD, someone said.
No way.
50-yarder for Komet.
So, Pete, we're in these dynasty leagues with all of our nerd friends and stuff. At the trade deadline of one of these leagues, I traded Brian Robinson for Cole Kmet 2 weeks ago.
To Sean?
To Sean.
I heard him
to
mention
Sean.
that trade on a RotoViz.
And I basically have made Cole Kmet the new Rob Gronkowski by accomplishing this trade.
Every once in a while, once every 6 years, someone beats Sean in a dynasty trade.
This is not good. That was really bad for me.
I mean, he's got to be like, what, 15% in the SPY?
Komet?
I think it's just the field stuff is worse now, too.
Jesus Christ, dude. That was bad for me, too.
That just wrecked whatever I had going. I mean, I'm not buried, but that was not good.
Pete, where does Justin Fields go in the FFPC main event next year?
Well, if our thesis is like Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen are going to be second-round picks, I think he's like a fourth-round pick.
Insane. Yeah. Yeah, he might be. He's the QB1 since week 5.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. I mean,
What
at this
are
point,
we late swapping here?
I mean,
Komet over Pitts. I mean, Tyler Conklin over Pitts rest of season.
Well, this team already had everyone going, Joe. This team has Taylor and Colts D, and no one. I don't think that's something we have to get off of.
You just got to stick with that.
We just got to go down with the ship.
Yeah, it's not great. Okay.
How is this possible? Chipsy has a Fields, Komet, Singletary, and Amon-Ra lineup in its dust. I refuse to believe that.
He's got Juju in it.
What do you mean, Pete? We had Mixon, Tyreek, and Fields last week. We won like $6, literally.
This is a different slate than that.
I'm so fucking perturbed, guys. I need the DPJ bonus.
Damn it. Come on, Pickett. That wasn't his fault. That was a nice throw.
I mean, Fields Fields game logs are like literally unbelievable.
This is what I mean. If you have Fields, Amon-Ra, Komet, this guy has 7 from Pierce, 4 from Olave, 3 from his Vikings defense, and he's shipping this GPP.
Can we get the St. Brown? I mean, I guess, where are you guys at on St. Brown? Are we sweating him in a positive way? I need this dude to get to 30.
You mean, feel free. I mean, it's not like you see our teams are dust.
Jesus Christ, Cole Kmet, dude.
Yeah, one of my Fields teams has St. Brown, but it also has Jerry Jeudy, so GG's.
I think DraftKings should do the right thing and just refund us when guys get hurt. I think that's the proper etiquette.
Nice.
Are inactives out?
I'm winning now.
Games?
I haven't seen Kyler just officially inactive right now.
Okay, I already got that. I just need to see if I need to update the projections for anything.
Expendables asking about Jacobs. I kind of feeling him getting a little squeezed. What do you think, ownership wise?
I bet he's like 15.
The Pollard stuff is gonna have moved people off of Pollard onto off of Jacobs onto Pollard.
What do you think Pollard lands at in like small field? 20?
High, yeah.
Really?
I would take
Yeah.
the over on 20. Yeah.
I was
think
hoping
20
he'd
to
be like
25. Yeah.
I was hoping it'd be like 15 or less.
Because no one, even people who are conscious of ownership stuff, would be like, Zeke hasn't officially been ruled out, man. Like we might get Pollard a generational 10%. I'm just doing an imitation of myself this morning.
I'm mostly debating a Josh Allen team I have right now. It's mostly like game stacked, and I have like a Pollard Watson mini. I don't know. It's probably dead, anyways. But I'm winning currently, but it's probably dead either way.
My thesis with Tony Pollard is that on Christmas morning, I don't look at my presents and then wait to open them on New Year's Eve. I just play him every time he's fantasy viable. He's like the guy I feel most confident in getting fantasy points of any player of all time. Guys like the 2017 Russell Westbrook.
God, there's like no. I could move to James Conner, I suppose.
I'm doing the same thing in one of mine. I'm moving fucking Pollard to Conner, and I hate myself.
But like, there's not even any like. What am I doing? Fucking Watson on the other side of this mini, like. Anything under 4K is so bad. Like on the slate in general, it's even worse at 4 p.m.
The Nico Collins slappy is getting paid. God, I really could have used that being Damian Pierce, though.
Can someone tell me who Samori Toure is and if I should play him in a late swap?
He's an undrafted free agent wide receiver from Nebraska. He actually got a bunch of positive buzz in training. Pretty unusual for an undrafted free agent wide receiver to make the roster for the Packers. He might be the new Jake Kumaro. That's the comp I'll give for you.
I just want to know, like, how's the vibe been with Rodgers so far? Does he hate this guy?
He likes this guy. He came in off the bench last week after Watson got the concussion and caught a 32-yard pass right away.
I kind of feel like this guy might be better than Watkins for sure. I'm more debating.
Watkins.
Christian Watson is going to be not owned either, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Watson way better, in my
I'm
opinion.
just gonna leave it. I am moving from Pollard to Conner though.
Yeah, I'm getting off Pollard everywhere.
I wouldn't do that, but you guys.
Well, this team's dead. Well, I mean, it's a Minnesota Buffalo stack. It's winning money right now, but it's not going to hold.
The Jaguars are literally so incompetent. Like, this is horrible. Can someone push the Kansas City Chiefs to score points, please? Yeah, I mean, I should be swapping off Pollard on some of these teams, but I'm not going to.
Man, I feel like it's really bad if you don't have Amon-Ra right now. And that's what I'm most worried about. Like teams that don't have Amon-Ra and have like something like that's just like Derrick Henry's got 3 points right now. Like those teams are so dead, it's not even funny.
Yes. I mean, Barkley teams are pretty dead too.
He's at 11. Yeah, I guess you're right. He was so expensive.
And he's going to get the bonus, but even 22 from Barkley or whatever doesn't play.
Especially if Jacobs comes in and double.
I guess 22 from Barkley in the context of this slate could play. If you played Fields, Barkley, Pollard, Kmet, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, DPJ, 22 from Barkley could play.
I mean, especially with Tyreek grabbing so much ownership too. Tyreek has 4, man. Like and we might not be as dead as we think.
Honestly, it just kind of depends on how, like Tyreek and the rest of this game. Like if Tyreek just got 16, if this Dolphins drive takes forever and it ends with a non-Tyreek touchdown, it's pretty interesting.
What did Tyreek do?
16-yard catch.
Oh, I thought you meant 16 points.
Yeah, I thought he like ripped off like an 80-yard touchdown, and we were just like casually being like, "Well, I mean, he's at 16."
No, I would be much more tilted if he did because I don't have him, And now, now that Tyreek is outscoring Juju, I just lost a bunch of money.
Kevin, I would definitely play Rams D over Cardinals D.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm moving off of all of the Cardinals.
Both in a vacuum and ownership adjusted.
All right, so let's create a little afternoon only. What do I got here? You can't win if you don't put money in the center.
Dude, I tilt enter Showdown, but I have not pulled the trigger on afternoon only yet.
Normally I do. I like it better, obviously, when the Chiefs play, because I'll just giga stack Mahomes. But this is actually kind of an interesting Showdown slate because every quarterback option is bad. All 6 available ones. It's Carr, Ellinger, Dak, who's done nothing, Rodgers, who couldn't score against the Lions, and then the 2 backups in Arizona and LA. I'm gonna play Walford Cup.
Love it.
No way this is minus EV.
What contest are we playing, Davis? I'll get in on the fun.
I just always do the big one with 100K to first. If you hit the nuts, you don't want it to be in the fucking $12 single entry.
Oh, like I argue with people about this all the time. I can't build a lineup without putting in the Millie Maker because I have that much FOMO. It's so bad.
Yeah, I don't do that. But for the afternoon stuff where I'm not contextualizing anything, I'm simply trying to hit the nuts. Like when I sit and build a spy lineup, I'm like, oh, you got to look at the product ownership. No, I'm simply trying to hit the nuts when we get to this stage of the day.
That's fair. I'm not saying what I'm doing is good. I just don't have that type of self-control.
What do we like for running back? Pollard and Connor?
I want to play Taylor and Aaron Jones.
Kylan Granson, the high school narrative, the shower narrative with Ellinger, Jelani Woods is out.
Who do you like?
I like the shower narrative for Kylan Granson. Him and Ellinger went to high school together, and Jelani Woods is out.
All right, I'm in.
Another Tyreek catch.
Ooh, I like. We forgot about Kyron too.
I have zero now.
Yeah, I'm not going. I would actually say Jonathan Taylor's probably got to be the best play in this slate.
Yeah.
He's going to be
afternoon only is like the sickest thing ever.
We love it, dude.
What do we do with Cooper Kupp? He's still projecting well. Right?
He's the jam. He's the jam because this is the slate where no one plays him.
Yeah.
Of course,
Peter.
Peter's gonna say you can't play fake alpha CeeDee Lamb, but obviously he's fantastic here.
I don't know. I can't.
Evan Ingram just had a star 69 touchdown.
What do you mean? They went. I thought it got called back.
That's what a star 69 means, bro.
I know. I didn't. Fuck.
God damn, that's super annoying.
This is disgusting. Whose idea was it to build one of these?
Yeah, I aborted that. Indy defense is the pivot off of Arizona, correct?
This is why people don't play, dude. This is why people don't do the afternoon only. Because you get in these spots and you're like, I can't possibly choose between all these dust balls, but
I just don't trust. You have no idea I don't know what the ownership is, and I just don't feel comfortable playing when I have no idea who's playing.
It's gonna be exactly what you'd expect. People are gonna click the easiest plays.
Yeah.
Who's the Packers wide receiver we're playing?
Christian Watson.
I kind of think it's this guy that I can't pronounce. What's his name?
Samori Toure.
Mm-hmm.
It totally could be.
How does this lineup lose? It's impossible for this lineup to lose.
How is Pete not $100,000 richer at the end of this afternoon?
Don't dupe me, bros. Don't dupe me.
I'm just trying to get off all my Cardinals. Don't mind me while I get off all my Cardinals D.
What happened, Davis?
Tyreek just scored.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What is he at now?
Napkin math, he's got to be at like 15, 16.
Does that bring the Tua stuff back to life?
No. Well, maybe actually, if he gets the bonus.
15.4. Tua's at 21.4. I mean, all the Chubb stuff sucks. Still got him off.
All right, let's see how far we're off the cash line, Joe. It's that time of the day. All right, only 9 points off the cash line.
I honestly think that was pretty big for that team.
Yeah. Well, and this team actually, because we still have Taylor and Colts D on this one. If Kareem Hunt could just stop being such a fucking dust ball.
Oh, that's kind of nice. You can move off of Josh Jacobs to Jonathan Taylor. Who would have thought we'd be able to do that?
Davis, I thought you said Evan Ingram had a touchdown.
He got called. I said it got star 69, bro.
Dude. We're having a failure to communicate here.
That means it got called back.
I know. I thought you meant he scored after it got called back.
No, that is not what I meant. Oh, dude, I'm having a bad time. I did not need that Tyreek touchdown. That was suboptimal.
Who's lower, JT or Aaron Jones?
JT.
Yeah,
No one wants.
Sure.
No one wants to
clicking
play
Aaron Jones.
I guess that's true.
no?
There's been enough like JT. Even just like the fact that everyone's talking about playing JT on FanDuel and shit. Like he's just been talked about way more than.
I feel like
Aaron
he's someone that like you're comfortable late swapping to. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just play JT.
Leone's on Aaron Jones for what it's worth.
If Saquon scores here, I got to swap off Pollard too.
It probably depends how. I just don't want to open this up and see 10% JT and hate myself for not playing 3% Aaron Jones. I'm just going to play Aaron Jones.
God damn it, dude. All right. What if I play Christian Watson? If I play Christian Watson and no, that's too cheap. I could play James Conner in the Cardinals defense. Is that better?
Yeah. Barkley TD and bonus.
Just don't play Cardinals defense.
I think I have any Foster Moreau anymore.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the two fake injury end zone dances? We had Justin Jefferson fake a hammy pull, Kadarius Toney faking it. The new meta.
I think that's what the kids do on TikTok.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! This awful 2 tight end team that people played is going to dominate me.
What's Dolchich at right now?
2.1.
But because it got him up to were people playing both Hill and ARSB together?
Yeah.
I have a Rondale Moore team somehow. So I have all these teams like from like the shows earlier in the week. I always just play them in the Millie, and I just like made these on Wednesday. But I have to leave my Reeves teams because some of my Reeves teams end up being my best. It's like you guys did the same thing with your guys' shows, right? It's like the stuff you're making on Thursday ends up being optimal. It's annoying.
Oh, the team that Jam and I
Swolecasting.
made last Friday would have finished top 10 in basically every contest, and I didn't play it.
Yeah, so just like mentally, I just put every single team I make on a show in the Millie. It's gonna eventually work out in like 30 years.
That's how we realize our EV over a 30-year time horizon.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, guys. I did not need Tyreek and Saquon scoring at the exact same time. And they don't even have the Barkley touchdown in on the live scoring yet either.
I know it just like went off for some reason.
Actually,
Dude, 8. Man.
And we
I
still
can't
don't
believe
have the
Komet
St.
getting
Brown
their
bonus.
back-to-back weeks. Dude was getting like 2 targets a game.
All right, I'm going Colts defense and just gonna hope.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm leaving Rondale.
I don't think Rondale's gonna be that popular.
He's like too expensive a little bit. He's still popping in all my leverage stuff. It's like him versus Gallup, essentially. I think I still prefer Rondale.
Colt McCoy gonna check down to James Conner and Rondale Moore 24 times today.
Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's played 2 snaps.
The annual McKinnon takeover is ready.
Yeah, I think Bryce Perkins is going to come in and play some too for the Cardinals or for the Rams. Can we get a fucking St. Brown touchdown?
Uh-oh. Chat saying Tony.
No way.
I don't know what he did.
Yeah. 23-yard catch.
I think I have to go Gallup. This Gallup versus Moore thing is annoying. This team's not even that bad, but it's not going to win, so I'm just blowing it up instead.
Do I need to go do a global swap on my afternoon only team? Matt Ryan taking practice snaps as starting center.
Oh, God.
Swapping to the Colts D. This is the darkest fucking timeline. And we still come. I mean, has a play been run in the New Orleans Pittsburgh game? Like Alvin Kamara has 5 fucking points.
Somehow,
Fryermuth headed to the medical tent. Love it. Love that for my teams.
these Justin Jefferson captains are the only thing that's keeping me afloat right now. That's not great.
Okay, I can just play Matt Ryan if I need to. But if
Kelsey
Matt Ryan
TD.
is in, who did?
Kelsey. That's going to really change small field because he's piled on at higher stakes.
Wait, Matt Ryan.
I'm putting fucking Paris Campbell in if Matt Ryan's playing. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Kelsey's 25% in the 1500.
I cannot believe Alvin Kamara has 9 receiving yards right now and 26 rushing yards.
DK scoring blows today.
Yeah, it's not great.
Get this Kelsey snowflake out of my face.
I just shouldn't watch football on Sundays. It's just honestly horrible. I should just check in at 3 o'clock, see if I have any sweats. If not, we just move on.
Dude, last week we finished Tilt Space. We had that sick team going, and we had Hopkins and Metcalf going late. And I went for a walk with Lauren, and I came back, and both those guys had scored touchdowns while I was gone. And I was like, this is fucking beautiful. And then I watched the entire rest of that game and didn't see a single point. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why ever watch football?
We chose wrong for sure. We were between Walker and Metcalf, right? We went with the alpha.
Yeah. It wouldn't have mattered. I mean, we would have had a little bit more min cash, but no first place equity. Min cash Pete, 1.5x min cash Pete, and the baby spy contest selection Pete.
And you get and you know a little bit of Rainmaker kickback too to help add to that bottom line.
I think they heard our pleas and went back to the 1.5x big cashes.
And to make matters worse, Nate is going to beat me in
Oh God.
in DK Cash, and he played Travis Etienne over Alvin Kamara. Ugh, toughest
Yeah,
of
this is it.
scenes.
This is a good question, Davis. Does the Matt Ryan ruin the shower narrative for Granson?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Yes.
it does.
Incredibly important. I would go to
Granson's
I
no
think,
longer in play.
yeah, 100%. I think probably now you want to go with Schultz. Schultz has got to be our guy.
Yeah, and if it makes you feel any better, people out there that are considering Schultz, I just moved a bunch of Schultz to Tanyan, so he's for sure going to score.
There you go.
I think I got to get off of Rondale.
I have too many teams. What am I doing? I'm playing way too many teams on Sundays right now. I never used to do this. I used to sweat like 3 teams, and it was much easier to deal with late swap. Now I got like 15 teams because I'm an idiot. It's
Now
like
you
not
got
near as fun.
No, it's way. Oh my fucking god! And now Tyreek is going to play more, and Jared Goff just got intercepted.
Hey, thesis of the play with Chubb though, Pete, speeding this game up.
Trust the process.
That's actually not. That's pretty good for us.
Yeah. This is where you say Nick Chubb is the best pure rusher in football.
He's the best
And
pure
it's not
rusher in the
even-
NFL.
it's like it's a fantasy bros like way to pay a compliment to a guy they never play.
Yeah.
I would never fucking play this guy in my life, but best pure rusher in football. If fantasy was even remotely reflective of what happens on the gridiron, this guy would be the 101.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think my FFPC team that I needed to win today is just like 100% dead. Yeah, looking that way.
Davis, how we living, man? You don't have anything on BlockFi or anything like that, right? You're good? Life is good?
Buddy, I'm the king of custody your own coins.
I know.
Not
Dude,
your-
I have interest on BlockFi because I had that fucking dipshit
Well,
coin.
I have
got-
the credit card, and I have like
Yeah.
$200 in like credit card bonuses that I think are gone.
I
which
got bad news for you guys. You're never gonna see that.
Dude, the
No.
bid equity
Could've
of
been
being in a
worse.
class action lawsuit against SFB is definitely worth it.
Has Brady said anything yet? Like any of these like giant athletes that like
And none of them will. None of them
isn't it the
will.
Miami Heat stadium? Isn't it FTX whatever arena or something?
Yeah. They removed the signaging already. Who scored
This
for
is
the Lions?
Wild, man.
Just tell me it was St. Brown. Just lie to me.
FTX app doesn't work on my phone anymore. Like, how am I supposed to
No,
see how down I
fucking-
am?
Bitch, it was Swift.
Swift.
That's annoying because I thought that was so thin.
I mean, he has 8 points. He's still a flop at his salary.
Oh yeah. Okay, fair enough. I feel better.
I'm gonna go take my dog on a walk or something after this. I'm not watching these afternoon games.
No, we're gonna.
No, dude.
Derek, he has 8 points, bud.
Traylon
Traylon
Burks.
Burks, 15 yards.
Love it. What's happened to Dalvin Cook, man? All Madison does is play, and Cook has 7. Cook long TD. Okay, never mind. Apparently, I lied. That's great. Hang on.
Oh, baby.
I'm in trouble. I just gave a spoiler.
Why?
My fiance's hungover after a bachelorette party, and she's sitting there watching the game on the couch. And I walked out. I was like, "Did Dalvin Cook just score a 75-yard TD?" And then I looked up at my TV, and he's like running into the end zone.
Are you kidding me? Another NWI? NWI has a 30 burger?
You didn't know? You didn't know? You didn't know that it was the Nick Westbrook-Akeen slate, bro?
That was the quickest reverse jinx I've ever pulled off. I'm pretty sure. I was staring at DK live, and like, oh, Dalvin Cook has 7. What a bust. Is Aaron Jones' ankle okay?
He wasn't on the injury report.
Yeah, he seems fine.
Seems crazy considering he was in a fucking walking boot after the game last week.
Oh, it was a flea flicker, Peter. How Westbrook Akine scored.
I love how Kitchen's gonna pretend like he's been on NWI this whole time.
Actually, the Robert Woods and Traylon Burks, it was all a false flag. I've been on Westbrook Akine this whole time.
NWI was in Kitchen's blended optimal this week.
I think
the blended optimal is just the entire Titan skill position player.
I believe Kitchen was talking about playing Traylon. Oh my fucking god! Damian Pierce just fumbled. Oh, well, I hope a Jordan Howard rush. Did Kamara get hurt?
Fumble for Damian Pierce.
Yeah. Well, I hope my deposit button still works.
I had to send DraftKings a bunch of paperwork the other day to increase my deposit limit.
I've been doing the whole withdrawal every week and then redeposit in a credit card, and so far so good.
So you can rack up block buying rewards.
You can just get points.
They tell you that this is not tax advice and not financial advice, but they tell you can't do it. You can do it and get points every week.
Oh yeah, 100%. I guess I don't have any liquid shit coins left to sell, so I don't know how we're gonna get this done. It's about to be crazy for my DFS stuff too, because the World Cup's about to start. So there's going to be 5 slates a day of that, plus the Thanksgiving NFL, obviously Sunday NFL 3 Showdown slates. I'm going to have to deposit way more than I ever have before.
Are you doing World Cup DFS content?
I don't know. I haven't decided. If the contests seem big, maybe I will. I haven't considered it. It's just, literally, what is the point? Why are we doing this?
Because we have to get Chalk, Justin Fields more chances to rack up points. Trent Sherfield's still feasting.
This is one of those days where it doesn't seem like a complete disaster if you're just staring at your. I've been at the same spot the entire time we've been live, but I feel like this is gonna get bad fast as soon as some of this other chalk comes in.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm min cashing the SPY now. Beautiful.
Well, what's your team in the SPY?
Mahomes double stack with a double bring back. It's just because
which two?
Christian Kirk and Zay Jones.
What was Zay in the SPY?
12.24%.
Justin Fields pick 6. It was going to Komet though.
Sheesh. All right, I gotta swap off Pollard, I think.
James Conner season.
Dude, imagine winning the SPY with Najee Harris. Diggle Sauce is trying to do right now.
Achievement unlocked.
Dude, if Najee gets the bonus, that would be epic.
2% on Gabe. Nothing since his touchdown catch. Classic.
Not great.
Christ. I mean, anytime Nick Westbrook-Akine is going to get 30, it's probably not going to be a slate for me.
What did Diggs just do?
Mandatory 25 or 20 to 25 Diggs captains anytime he's on a good showdown slate.
Got to go start checking the best ball scores now. How much Fields Komet do I have? Apparently I have a couple. Taysom Hill has 0 points. You'll love to see it.
Taysom Hill just waiting until week 17 to reemerge.
Oh. All right, just like a Dameon Pierce 50-yard touchdown. Can we get that?
That'd be bad for me.
Come on, Davis.
I
Root for
don't
something
know.
fun. So do we have to root for Dameon Pierce right now?
I
gave you
honestly,
ARSB. I just can't give you Dameon Pierce.
Honestly, I have nothing. I have nothing to root for. Pickett to Pickens, easy. How about the other way around? Pickett throws it like he's Chase Claypool.
And preferably not like he's Leonard Fournette. That throw was so hilarious.
That was amazing. And Brady slipping was like the best part. That was the first Lions pick 6 in 4 seasons.
Wow.
Do the Lions and Bears play on Thanksgiving?
I know the Vikings have the night game, so we're going to it.
Is it Vikings Cowboys?
It's Vikings Patriots, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Bills, Lions, Giants, Cowboys, Patriots, Vikings. That's actually not a bad slate.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good slate.
Thanksgiving game will be fun. I've never been to a Thanksgiving game before.
It's got to be. I mean, I don't know. Are you still doing the whole meal and everything that day? Like you're gonna do the whole day of football and couching, and then you got to drive to a football game. That sounds horrible, dude.
Well, number one, I walk to a football game. It's a pitching wedge away, but also like Andrew's got to be there at like noon, so like we're not even gonna have like normal family stuff during the day. So it's like it's gonna be weird for sure.
Yeah.
But probably just hang out here and walk over.
Wonder what SBF and his family are going to do for Thanksgiving. Can they get a turkey to the Bahamas?
He's not in the Bahamas anymore. Dude, you been following this? Isn't he in like Argentina?
I thought they're trying to go to Dubai, right?
I don't think his whereabouts are confirmed at this point.
Well, you give that much money to the politicians, you can go wherever you want on a private plane, it seems.
No way, Justin.
That's not really my wheelhouse, but that's what
Justin Fields. What did he do? Rushing touchdown?
A big one.
Jesus Christ.
Run or TD?
Run.
Both.
Huh.
Did he break his own record from last week on most rushing yards?
He's Jerry Judy.
He's up to
teams
141. He's
zero,
like, what, 20 off of it?
Okay.
Yeah, these Jerry Judy's teams not having 0 would be nice. Christ.
Is he so owned in double ups that it doesn't matter that he has all these points?
Yeah, this was like last week or was it 2 weeks ago when Mixon kept scoring TDs and Leone told us it didn't matter anymore, even though we had him.
Yeah, 5 TDs. It like was so irrelevant.
The thesis: Kenny Pickett rushing TDs. My God, Justin Fields.
Fields is 5th in the NFL in rushing. Yeah, 5th in the NFL in rushing yards.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Total rushing yards. I just did. So he's at 602 right now. And then everyone ahead of him, he has more rushing yards than today. ETN, Pierce, Ramondre, Dalvin Cook. Him and Cook are close. But yeah, he's 5th in the NFL in rushing yards.
Wow. It appears it was not that close between him and Tua this week.
Tua only needs to throw like 4 more TDs and he'll get there, man.
Sure. That was not good.
Fields is in the massive $50 double up. Fields is 80% owned.
Oh my god, dude. I mean,
Dude, are we gonna get 8K Justin Fields next week?
I mean, they haven't even made Mahomes 8K yet this year. I will say, fading Justin Fields at 8K is going to be my have fun staying poor play of the year. I mean, there's just no chance I click it and 100. Why? Who do they play next week? Bears schedule. They play. Oh my mother of God! They play the Falcons.
Dude, Falcons, then Jets, then home versus the Packers. They don't, and then they have Eagles Bills will be a fun stretch for them.
How many fantasy? Like, what is? I mean, Fields with back-to-back 40 burgers, dude.
Would you say fantasy projections are good? Justin Fields, Patrick Mahomes, Tua as the top 3 quarterbacks?
So at this point, like, why are we not just playing the lottery?
Brandon Cooks touchdown. It's not great.
No, it's not.
Should we have just gone all in on Rainmakers, like all the cool kids?
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing?
Like, I was gonna punt off like multiple thousands of dollars this football season. That seems like a way more efficient way to do it.
Didn't you punt it off with that other one last year?
NFT League? Oh yeah, I lost a bunch of money on that. Bunch of money. Actually, it might not have been that bad because I minted like a crazy amount and then I sold like some higher end players. I bet I was like relatively close to even on that whole endeavor, which is definitely a win for how that crashed and burned.
I would have been a loser on that, but I minted a Debo Samuel like multiplier or whatever.
Yeah,
And
I sold like a
sold it
1.5
immediately.
Eckler. I sold like a couple Kelsey, Tyreek stuff. Like Leone was deeper into it than I was.
But my thing is all NFTs at all times were stupid, so I was willing to sell all of them once they got to a certain profit threshold.
Are
The
you still
dirty
nested,
shake-
Pete?
Oh,
What?
yeah,
You still
Peter,
nested?
are you nested, bro?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Nice.
I should put on my Moonbirds hat so I can get some utility.
What's the floor of the Moonbirds these days?
I think they've been selling, I've been seeing on the feed like 7 to 8 ETH.
It's like a Thunderdome entry at this point.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Be a funner sweat.
St. Brown is literally going to end 1 yard short of the bonus.
She's got 9 minutes, bro.
Buddy, I've seen this movie many times.
He's got 9 minutes of garbage time.
Buddy, I truly.
Anyone else have the Drake London overs this week? 38.5. Had 38.
I had Olamide overs.
It's not. I mean, I had those two on the same parlays, but the Drake London 38 yards when the line was at 38.5 is not fun.
Okay. How many times do we think a quarterback has had back-to-back 40-plus fantasy point games?
Michael Vick when I was in college.
Yeah. I don't even think Lamar's MVP season, he would have gotten to 40 all that often.
So it does look like Matt Ryan's going to start.
So
now this slate is plus EV because no one's going to notice that.
That's why we late swapped off Granson, you know.
Do we just jam this showdown slate with a bunch of Matt Ryan captains?
I'm gonna go fix it on DR right now. Pete, what's that report?
It's just the Stephen Holder. It's the pregame warm-up stuff. He says if the current it's not official. If the current alignment in pregame is any indication, Matt Ryan will be the starting QB.
They also told me Josh Allen wasn't on the field this morning for half the morning. It's not even like a featured showdown slate. You can win $5K for that knowledge.
I'm not getting out of bed for that, bro. I barely get out of bed to lose 5K on a Sunday.
Sure.
Are the teams required to announce who's starting at quarterback?
No. You just have to declare who's active and inactive.
Could really use those
Pete,
credit card
Pete.
points from BlockFi right about now.
Pete, what'd I tell you? Still, we got a Lions punt. St. Brown stuck on 8 for 99. I mean, has any fantasy?
Mahomes, what the hell?
He threw a pick.
Yeah.
Has a fantasy point been scored by a player that any of the three of us have on our fantasy team since this show began?
I had a couple Diggs points. I think that was about it.
Yeah.
I'm still sitting at
we had the Chubb
basically
TD that
even.
did nothing for us ultimately. Traylon Burks had a patented another like one catch for 6 yards.
I'm like
Honestly,
3 yards short from a 10x on Prize Picks in 2 spots. All I need is Harrison Bryant to catch one more ball of over 4 yards, which is probably not going to happen. That's like a 10x. Travis Etienne scores. That's another nice one, but that game's basically over, right?
Yeah.
I mean, all the money was on the Daniel Jones and Davis Mills overs, so that's positive.
Everyone knows that. Dude, this Fields rushing touchdown is unreal.
It's so sick. I wish I could enjoy it.
You guys want to know the easiest line of the entire morning? Raheem Mostert over 6.5 receiving yards. That was like jam all your money into it and enjoy.
Mongo's on to week 11 main slate.
Who do we have in Showdown tonight? Is it good?
Yeah, it's Chargers Niners.
Oh, the Chargers. The worst team.
Yeah, but the Niners give you like 8 different fun guys to play.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I'm gonna go enter.
Let's run the Sims here real quick.
Who do the Sim Bros like?
Let's see. I'm struggling to chirp the Sim Bros because they also had Joe Mixon everywhere last week. We got
Sims love CMC and
yeah.
Eckler.
I think Eckler's gonna be my short.
Yeah.
I'll play a little bit of Isaiah Spiller at 3,000, a little bit of Carter, 5,400, a little bit of Ayuk, Jimmy. Oh, this is beautiful. I already got the nuts. You guys don't even have to enter.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Don't
really
dupe me,
feel
bro.
Like making a lineup anyways.
Yeah.
Wilson is
I'm going to grab a Moonbird instead.
Do you want to do an OTC deal?
I would make you a nest like that, man. That's messed up.
Jeff Wilson, fucking league winner.
Oh my god, man. He's on some teams too with Tua. Somehow that was bad for me.
I have Jeff Wilson. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I started him. I have Jeff Wilson Jr. and Raheem Mostert on a team. And I actually started Jeff Wilson Jr. Amazing.
Where are all my Jefferson Diggs alpha teams? Because they should be doing really well in Showdown, and they are not. I guess you need the Singletary 2 touchdowns, probably.
Rest in peace, Yosh. What do we call that? A no-no.
Oh, man. Oh, and I used all my crowns up entering tournaments this morning too, so I got to start rebuilding crowns.
I've never used a crown before.
That's how you know. That's how you know I've been on a little bit of a loser. Is when I stop ponying up dollars to enter single entry contests and I'm using crowns.
Wait,
Christian
Joe,
Kirk.
you still have your crowns on the exchange? Not your keys, not your crowns, bro.
Not your keys.
What should I unload my crowns into on the Showdown slate right
Pete,
now?
Pete, you gotta tweet that. That's really good.
You could have that one. The crowns are more your bet.
Okay, let's workshop this tweet. Is Jeff Wilson Jr. going to end up being one of the biggest win rate picks on Underdog? Oh my fucking
He has
god!
to be, yeah.
Kirk to 35.
Mm-hmm. Pay the man.
Can't wait for another week of should we play chalk because the chalk always hit discourse. Like I love having that conversation every week for the rest of my goddamn life.
Yeah, it's really fun.
You don't have to have that convo, right? You know that. I canceled all my shows at the beginning of the week just because I had Davis and I used to talk every week, and I was like, man, I'm sorry,
shit.
but like, there's just no value in this conversation. It's not fun for anyone involved.
No value in what conversation?
It's hard to like try and make stuff on a Monday or Tuesday that is relevant when it actually matters on a Friday and Saturday.
Oh,
So
it's
I
like
just
impossible.
stopped. So I just stopped.
Yeah.
It's fine to
I'm
do
not trying to
reviews. Like I don't care about reviews. Like that's fine. Whatever. If anyone wants to know what I have, like they can have my DraftKings like login. I don't give a fuck. But it's just a lot of time to spend on a Monday, Tuesday for content that's just not very good. Like the first look stuff is so fucking bad. I don't care who you are. It's so bad.
Other than the Soulcast, though, the best first look show in the
whatever.
industry.
I'm just saying. I think it's terrible.
There you
It's
go,
not fun.
Davis.
It's not fun to do. I don't enjoy doing it.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
There it is. Bonus.
All right, now we just need 2 Alvin Kamara touchdowns in the final 5 minutes and 32 seconds of this game.
The happier you get, the worse my winnings go, Davis. Like that was not good for me.
I mean, I shouldn't even be rooting for it. I'm a real asshole anyways because that did nothing for me. Oh, and St. Brown got hurt.
Nice.
Oh, that didn't look good.
Mongo, I already told you, man. I withdraw every single week. There's no balance, man. I'm not leaving something on any sort of exchange right now. You shitting me?
DraftKings is not an exchange, bro.
You don't think they're over leveraged?
Just wait
with
till
our
you find
DraftKings
it.
grounds.
If DraftKings was over levered, I think we would have figured out when the value of every PFP went to like dead ass 0.
One of these days you're going to try to withdraw on DraftKings, and then the story's going to come out that Kalish used all of our money to sweep the Dallas floor.
And Andy Dalton throws a fucking interception instead of just checking down to Kamara.
Sure. Dalton has 0, by the way, for a quarterback. It's impressive.
Oh, I don't want to encourage gambling on this program.
No, please
but
don't.
If your book is offering props on Sam Ehlinger and allows you to take the under on those propositions, given these reports.
Yeah, it's too late for someone who fucking smashed the over on his passing yardage props all early in the week.
And
188 can't lose.
That's one you should get a refund for. I don't think I have any on Prize Picks, but I easily could have.
Well, if he doesn't play a snap, do you get that back?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure you get it back if they don't play a snap.
My book stole for me the other day. I bet a Tylan Wallace first touchdown and he didn't play and I didn't get refunded.
Well, I'm sure you were using a very reputable exchange with a great support staff that you could contact.
Yeah, 100%.
Is
that aren't located in the same place where SBF's hiding in a bunker.
If Harrison Bryant happens to catch a 4-yard pass, well, can we blow up the chat, please? Because this is painful.
You can't stop Tom Kennedy. You can only hope to contain
You
him.
can only hope. I think what's his name? Yeah, St. Brown just got hurt. I mean, what is the fucking point? What is the point of the Denver Broncos, by the way?
That's
Damn,
right.
I'm just having a cranky day.
Dude, we all are. It's fine. We're about to power this down.
I gotta take my dogs to the vet tomorrow, and I'm just already tilting that because they're so bad.
What, they are misbehaved at the vet?
The big one hates the vet because she got her fucking leg cut off by a vet, so she just hates to go. So I got to bring them both together, and they get so amped up and riled up, and it's just gonna be a whole experience that I got to do tomorrow. A little bit of real life tilt bleeding into dude, I almost forgot to not swap off Kylan Granson. Would have been a
he's not
nightmare.
in play anymore.
No. Kylan Granson, bro. I'm playing Christian Watson. Christian Watson scores a 70-yard touchdown in this game.
Oh, man.
I love my team if Matt Ryan actually plays. If he doesn't... I mean...
Is Amon-Ra back? I guess our rushing attempt.
Jamal Williams, TD.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Obviously.
how this lineup doesn't ship.
Like, dude, grow up. Obviously, it's gonna ship. It's the shipper. You should dupe yourself. You should dupe yourself so that you can tweet at Big T that you duped yourself in a non-showdown
You're
slate.
right. You're right. Enter again.
Train that thing, dude. Are you kidding me? If you have the nuts,
Yeah.
you have the nuts.
Before you can be duped, you must dupe yourself. You know what? Actually, no. This ruins the bit, but I'm actually just running it once with Ellinger and one with Matt Ryan. You know, like, that's genius.
Pete, I think you just effectively solved DFS.
I saw him.
You just locked in a loss on one of your teams, though.
But think about what he gained.
Dude, how do these two not win?
Like, in what universe is this not a purely winning
but
strategy?
I need to get Granson, though.
Yes,
Ellinger,
you gotta play Grant.
Oh man, this is really down a rabbit hole now. And then I can get back up to Rondell.
Oh my God, DPJ is at 99 yards.
CJ Ham,
just
touchdown.
like we all predicted. CJ Ham, TD.
Trevor Lawrence actually played pretty well today.
I mean, I was looking at that though. He still only has 21 points.
I just saw the Josh Norris, overzealous, like, Trevor Lawrence is fucking dealing today tweet.
Jesus.
Remember playing Traylon Burks?
I do.
He was 3K.
Honestly, 5.9 points.
100%.
We got everything we needed from him.
Like, not even joking. As someone who's gotten zeros from Traquan Thornton,
I think Burks, if you gave him 7 points, was in optimals.
So crowns crowns need to go to like qualifiers or something, right? Like, what do you use your crowns for optimally? It has to be something with like
coolers, Yetis, DraftKings magnets.
You can buy
stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the Dynasty store.
Never been in that. Didn't
You're
even know it
fucking-
existed. Can I get one of those goblins, or what are they
You're
called?
a fucking rookie, bro.
Let me get one of those
trolls.
PFPs. Yeah, the trolls.
The
Can I get
trolls.
one of those for my crowns? No.
No, you can't.
What?
That would break an SEC regulation, bro.
Really?
Gensler was really specific that you can't buy trolls with DK crowns.
That might be the play.
Oh,
You ever turn your 1,000,000 crowns into 3,000,000 crowns overnight?
you really have 1,000,000 crowns?
I'm pretty close, but I've never used them before.
If you've never, I've had 1,000,000 crowns.
I don't play. I used to play a lot of sports, but I haven't played anything but football for like 2 years, 3 years. So it's like,
yeah.
Why don't you just treat yourself for a few weekends and only enter with crowns?
I could. I think I'm just gonna throw them into qualifiers. I think that's the play. Like when they do like the mega queue, I'll just like grab an entry in that or something for free.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to use them. Is just
like
for taking shots on
it
stuff
for
like that.
Yeah, use it for like because the mega queues are always like the 2K entry or whatever, right?
Just basically using it for something super low EV, I think, is what you do.
Yeah.
So literally anything on the site.
Sure.
So just like a contest.
Just like a normal contest.
Yeah. Except for the quintuple ups, we don't tell people about those because those are great. I got Reeves on the quintuple ups on FanDuel, so if anyone's playing those over there, Reeves is a shark.
Oh, let's check my FanDuel team. I wonder how. I bet.
See our DraftKings FanDuel team's doing. Or our Swolecast FanDuel.
Our Swolecast. I mean, I know I played Juju.
You guys make a FanDuel team on Swolecast?
I might have played Kirk.
Of course we do, Joe. We cover all the sites.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win on FanDuel. Jalen Waddle, 8 points. Don't love to see it.
Tough scene.
Davis, I need your take on something. We're making lineups, me, Pete, and Leone today. And Pete's like putting our lineups in, all this stuff. I see that he's reserved a bunch of lineups, but he doesn't have dummy lineups in it. So it's like, as you get to that page, it's like all these bright yellow things. They're like, hey, make sure you put a lineup in this contest or you're going to get a 0. I like had so much anxiety staring at Pete's screen that like I couldn't even handle it. Like you're a dummy lineup guy, correct? You're not one of these reserve entry like crazy people.
For everything but 2 things: staggered slate soccer stuff, because sometimes I will just forget that I'm registered for slate, so I need the notification to come up and remind me.
Oh, it gives you. Is that true? It gives you a notification if you've not put a lineup in. That's actually not bad.
60 minutes before it sends you notification.
Okay, actually, I take some of that back because that's pretty nice.
And then for Showdown, just because I'm always at my desk when it's time, so it's like it's fine. But for everything else, for NFL, NBA, phone, yes, yeah. Okay.
You're less of a crazy person than I thought, Pete. But that like just staring at your screen, seeing all that yellow, like that's wild.
I actually, it's for me, it's the complete opposite. It's when I have like the dummy lineup in, then sometimes I'll think that I'm good or I haven't moved it to the right one. And so I like doing the CSV and then pasting my stuff into the right contests.
I think the hack for that is like you build a reasonable lineup with a really weird quarterback. Like this week, like my dummy lineup was like a reasonable lineup with Kirk Cousins. So I was like, oh, this is my dummy team. I got to change this. It's Kirk Cousins, my quarterback. But just reserving a lineup, I would forget for sure. The push notification is nice though, so maybe I'm wrong.
No,
Leone was on my side, so I had to see what side you were on, Davis.
Yeah.
Some of us are just kind of responsible, you know.
And how many points did MBS get today?
You're in clapping.
15.
No. Well, I would take one more garbage time, maybe a Zay Jones touchdown.
Derrick Henry's just going to get 7 today, huh? Cool.
What was he owned relative to Barkley?
Let's see.
He was 19% in the Wildcat.
Saquon was 30% in the 1500. Henry was 12.
Cole Kmet got hurt. Maybe the magic is over for Kmet and Fields.
Nothing like a slate where Alec Ingold's a top 8 running back. What?
Alec Ingold outscored Alvin Kamara. By
You know what's so
bit.
gross is that should be Laird.
No.
Admit it. Yes.
Laird's in Germany hanging out with his coworkers right now, bro. Having a good old time.
He's on the league right now, like down at.
I don't think he actually traveled with them.
He did.
Are you sure about that?
100%. Do you not follow Pat on Instagram, bro?
Trying to cut down my screen time, bro.
He posts a lot. I think he's trying to properly set himself up to be like a cool guy influencer post NFL.
We need to tell him to head down a different path. Hang on, let me see this. Look at that. He should have been the one throwing the ball to Brady down the sideline today.
I bet he's got a better arm than Len.
It's time to bench Fat Lenny. It seems like it's going to happen.
He got hurt. He got hurt today. Hurt his hip.
Honestly, Prize Picks has been like saving me most weeks. I'm pretty sure I got buried on Prize Picks so far, unless this changes quickly. Not great.
I mean, getting buried is it's really what Sundays are about. Maybe we should just enjoy the game. Just watch the games and be like, look at that technique to seal that block on the left edge. Just phenomenal. There are
I would
people out there
literally not watch a second of football if I wasn't playing DFS.
Not a moment, not a snap, not an inkling at all.
Are we gonna do our cash game, Tilt Space versus Gilcast challenge again?
Yes, it's the only thing that'll bring me joy. Davis tried to reject it last year, and they beat us. He has to run it back.
I can't wait to play all the chalk. I'm actually so fired up for this. Can we not do the 10K head-to-head this year, Pete, with like what we did last year? That seemed bad.
What 10K head-to-head?
Do you remember us playing Chris for 10K and just getting pummeled?
Wasn't that 2 years ago?
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We were running hot on our big win.
Not great.
It was a simpler time back then. The 30% on plays didn't get 40 every week back then.
Yeah, the good old days.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not great. We got our crowns though, but man, I don't think I can leave these on exchange anymore. Can I get these in a cold wallet?
The crowns?
Yeah.
Have you try Tornado Cash?
Mm-hmm. That'll get you flagged by the SEC pretty quick.
Yeah.
Not your keys, not your crowns. That's what I always say.
Mm-hmm.
Pete, that was such a good bit. I'm stunned. You didn't want to take that.
You can have it. You can.
I did. I tweeted it, but from my account, it's not going to get big interactions.
How's it doing?
It's just like a Soccer Dave level tweet.
Really?
Gotta get that engagement up, bro.
I get crazy engagement on all my football tweets, and then when it's this shit, no one cares.
The hooks on your threads could use some work, Davis. You got to get some all caps
I'll give you the retweet.
You got to get some of the bigger words going. You can't say the word thread because people mute that. Like, I'll help you out.
Those are good points. You say I gotta capitalize. That's the move.
No, this is by far the worst time of the year for any of that stuff, so it doesn't matter.
Derrick Henry headed to the medical tent.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean it's the worst time of the year? Just like no one cares?
Yeah, like the threads are mostly dead for the most part right now because no one cares. It's like it'll pick up again like once it gets closer to like fantasy playoffs and stuff, and playoffs will be good. But like this stretch of like week 8 to week like 13 is like when I usually take the foot off the pedal a little bit.
Okay, I'm just not going to do it tomorrow then because I got a busy day.
It just doesn't matter. It could be the best thread you've ever written, and it'll get 50% the engagement that your stuff got in week 7.
I actually noticed that the last 2 weeks, like the retweets and likes went way down.
Yeah, I haven't done any of my like Thursday night football or Monday night football stuff in like 2 or 3 weeks, but I'll probably start it again like week 13, 14.
You guys hear that? It's rough out there for content creators. Don't be stingy with your likes. Toss a few
You only get so many hours
in
a day, man.
Yeah, Pete, you retweeted it immediate 10 faves because people go to your timeline looking for the laughs.
I retweeted a tweet that I ghost wrote on the show. to boost more engagement for you. Like, what a fucked up world this is.
I know, but what's horrible is that like my most popular tweet today is going to be about like DeAndre Swift's usage, and you know, it's like I'm such a prisoner of the guy you created for me, of the I'm the honeymoon video guy.
Is that going to be your forever PFP?
It might be until I buy a sappy seal.
Okay. You want to know the saddest thing ever? I've gotten to the point where I have to do 2 hooks on my threads just out of respect for my guests because I don't want them to feel like they have to retweet something that's super clickbaity. So I do the clickbaity thing up top, which is GTO, so more people see it, and then directly below that, I do like a normal, hey, weekly conversation with Lord Reeves talking about the most important games for Week 10. So I do like literally 2 of them. Just a lot of respect there.
Aren't you worried
about the algorithm changing?
That Elon's gonna fuck with the algorithm?
No, I don't care because I get more first-time deposits in my Twitter threads than anything else. Literally don't care.
That's what we're saying. We're saying that the algorithm is gonna fuck you up, and that the threads are not going to be pushed to the forefront.
Didn't you
anymore.
hear Elon's coming for the thread bros? That's one of his things he's trying to
I'm
take
like
down.
fully prepared to give Elon my $8 a month so that I get priority. No, I don't know. Yes. Am I mean, it's like anything. Like it's not going to be.
Have you paid for, were you already verified, Joe?
I was not. No. And I haven't paid for the Twitter Blue. When does that happen? Did that happen now? I haven't.
Anyone can do it now. Yeah.
No, it's shut down now. It's shut down now.
He shut it down.
Am I worried? No. It's like you hit this stuff as hard as you fucking can when it works because you know that eventually it's not going to work anymore. It's like anything. So it's fine. I hit it pretty hard. And if it just like doesn't work anymore, that's fine. We'll do something else.
All right. I missed this Justin Jefferson catch.
Everyone says Justin Jefferson all time.
32 yards.
You gotta
claps in the other room.
You gotta find it.
I'm watching right now. Kirk drops back. Okay. Holy shit.
Okay, great, Pete. I don't think you have a future in color commentary. Kirk drops back, and holy shit!
Can't wait to get in the NFL all day pack drop line for that one.
Do you have your Jolly Joker minted so that you can use Own the Moment whenever you want?
Oh, Davis.
Why don't this highlight has not come across my timeline yet?
Are you not watching Red Zone, bro?
No, I'm too depressed.
Do you watch Red Zone on Sling?
No, I have it on my TV upstairs.
What the winnings are going down. I'm gonna pee.
If you guys want like people creaming their pants over this Justin Jefferson catch, just go to Twitter, all right?
I'm not saying I'm not complaining about the lack of likes. I'm communicating. People are overreacting. That's my immediate. That's
Matt Ryan official. We're going back to duping ourselves if this is the case.
Okay.
Is it official?
I can't. I gotta wait for Field Yates to tweet before I can say for sure. Matt Ryan. So. It says it on the Colts broadcast. Yeah.
All right, I'm duping myself.
With the Dalton Schultz team, right? Remember there's no correlation. There's no correlation between Kellen Granson. Yeah, okay.
This is the team, dude, the shippers.
The double shipper.
All right. We about done with this show after Chiga Conquo catches a 41-yard pass. That's how we shut this down.
All right. You didn't miss shit. Matt Ryan is starting.
Matt Ryan's starting. We're duping ourselves in the afternoon only slate.
I heard a scream in the other room.
Oh, maybe because Kirk Cousins just tripped over himself.
That could be it.
So let me just get this straight. Ownership or whoever, they wouldn't let Frank Reich start Matt Ryan. Irsay said you got to start Ellinger. And then they hire a TV analyst from ESPN and he gets to start Matt Ryan. Is that really what happened?
I think when you hire your drinking buddy, you just let them do whatever they want because they're basically doing you a favor.
All right. I think we're gonna power this down unless you guys have any other sweats to get off your chest.
No. I in the end, in cash, I just swapped to the Colts defense, and I'm gonna hope that that's enough.
There you go. Davis, thank you for joining us for a classically painful edition.
Yeah,
of Tilt
sorry I couldn't bring any good sweats. Sorry I didn't play Justin Fields and all the good plays.
We used to play the 1500. Now we play the Wildcat every weekend. If you want any idea of like how our season's going.
Oh, I mean, by in a few weeks, we're gonna be playing like the $12 single entry.
We're gonna be in the slant.
the blind side.
So bad.
All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be back next week, probably. Peace.